Hello everyone, my name is Anam Afroz and today I'm doing a presentation on the future of cars. There is a lot of debate going on that electric cars should be the future, but today we'll take a look at the alternatives and see what can be the best. Let's talk about the ICE car first. ICE is short for internal combustion engine. This is a bare bones model of how those kind of engines work. There are cylinders that squeeze the air and mix them with the gas, cause an explosion which has enough force to rotate the axles of a car, which moves the wheel and eventually moves the car. The good thing about these engines is that they have a long range and they have constant power. Usually a cars have a range of 500 miles these days, and that's enough for traveling to most places, even interstate if you want that. The cons are that they have a lot of CO2 emissions and that can damage the ozone layer and make the environment really harmful to live in. That problem is being dealt with this idea. It's called an electric powertrain. This is a battery pack that powers the wheels and these motors and moves the car. It's like those small remote controlled cars that we have in shops as toys. You charge the small battery and then you put it in and you can move it. This is just a larger application of that. The only cons that they have right now are the range. Their ranges are not as much as an ICE engine. Usually they top up at about 300 miles, which some companies have tried to provide with an extended range bag that has more weight, makes the car heavier, less efficient, but they have a range of around 380 miles, and that's still not as good as 500, which most people prefer. The data here shows that although there were almost not even 1,000 cars back in 2011, there are now more than 520,000 cars in 2016. And this growth is exponential. It's been growing ever since because people have more confidence now since there are more superchargers to charge your car at. An alternative here is the hybrid powertrain. This is combining the electric and internal combustion engine. There's an ICE engine in the front and this is a battery pack over here. They both work together to help each other when one of them falls short. If there is no gas here, it can run on electric power, or if this battery is drained, then the gas engine can take care of that and still give you some range. The downside of this engine is that it has very low performance figures. People don't want to buy them because they're very slow. Although they're efficient, they're more efficient than ICE and electric cars. They don't have enough punch that people want. Suppose you're going uphill and the cars start to suffocate, and that's not necessarily a good thing to have if you want to buy a car. Here there's a new car by a company called Koenigsegg that have come up with a new idea. This is a 4-seater super sedan. That's what they're calling it. It is a hybrid. The engine here is at the back. It's called a mid-engine car because it's in the center of these two axles. There's a battery pack up here, and they're saying that this car can have a range of 620 miles and have a acceleration figure of 0 to 60 miles per hour in 1.9 seconds, which is crazy, and it gives us some hope. This is a layout of the engine. This is a battery pack that spreads through the chassis. This is the front axle, that's the rear axle, and this is a 3-cylinder 600 horsepower engine. This alone is really powerful. Even though it's a 3-cylinder engine, it has more capacity and more power than a normal 4-cylinder cars, more 4-cylinder engines. These are my references, and that's my presentation. Thank you.